Ooh, that's too bright. That's much too bright. Uh, oh, it's all pretty bright. It's a mighty wonderful sunny day. Ooh, I can't see if I go that way. I'm gonna have to go this way. Well, I mean, you've seen it, particularly even in my work. Everybody says that, oh, here's how to get $1,000 to do this. Here's a source to get $1 million to do that. Here's a source, that you never gonna have to worry about money again. Everybody says that, and you try it, and it doesn't fail. I mean, it fails. And what you really have to learn in this process is not where the stuff is what to do when the stuff that you think is going to work doesn't. So it's really all about handling failure. It's not success, anybody can handle that. And that's not it. But the real life comes when you try something and it doesn't work. What are you going to do then? And if you don't have a game plan, then you're going to keep not doing anything, because you're going to wait for some magic bullet, that's going to solve all your problems, and you're going to try it. It's not going to work, and now what? And I think that's the key to everything in life. Tell you the truth, but I'm biased and old, so don't believe me. But it's always about trying something. Nobody knows what works, and what works for you will be different than me, and stuff like that. But you have to have an open mind about the possibilities, and the possibilities aren't what you hear and somebody tells you is a possibility, because most of those will not work. What you really have to do is take that possibility and build on it from that. Just so, oh, I know Lesko was an asshole, or anybody else out there that tells you about something, or an elected official or whatever, and all you have to do is vote for me, and I'll solve all your problems. And they don't, right? And you keep voting for them because the other guy doesn't sound too great either. uh, and so it's important that you know. Now, here's my theory, and what I use all the time is that it's a numbers game. Anything you want to do is a numbers game. Like getting a date, getting a job, or anything. It's all in the numbers, but you have to have numbers to do it. So you have to uh, have a lot of people available. Like you have to have a lot of potential job openings to find one, because the one that you think is perfect for you won't be perfect for you, and you have to keep going. So it's the same with getting money and help for your financial problems. The thing that you think will be perfect for you probably won't, and then you have to have a strategy, or realize you have to do something a whole lot more if that doesn't work for you. Sure, some people get lucky and the first thing that they try works for them, but don't count on that. You can't, because most of life is failure. It's not success. I mean, I've written 100 books and only 10 made money. So I know I'm wrong 90% of the times, right? And if I didn't like what I was doing, and if I didn't want to really do it, I would never put up with the 90 stuff. But to me, it was an option of doing nothing but no. And that's why if you need $10,000 to do something and you call one or two places and they don't say no, now your option is to stop thinking about that and do something else, or to find more places to see if you can make a match. And that's the key. And I think one of the best places is, because the problem is we go to Google and try to find more sources. Google is not a good place to find sources to get free help. Google, everybody on Google wants to get money from you, not give money from you. Okay. So the first thing, if you have problems getting a grant or anything, business, your home stuff, or personal, whatever that, Google is the last place to go. What you have to find is more options for free money, not money that costs you, not from the banks or the consultants that promise you all this kind of shit. Yeah, and that's why you're spending money, and you're just throwing away more money. Sure, you may get lucky, but I don't think so. And again, that's a biased opinion. But what I think is best. So let's say you need you're behind on your utility bills. Okay, and you owe $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, whatever it is on utility bills. Okay, you call around and you find out, hey, what's the program to help pay utility bills? Well, there is a national program you will probably run into, low income home energy assistance, something like LI HP, low income energy, and part of the Department of Energy and the Department of Health and Human Services. So that's in every county, okay? And it's usually run locally. You apply locally, and that's usually at your uh, community action agency. So if you Google community action agency and the name of your county, you'll find the local community action agency. Call them up about utilities, okay? But now they say, oh, the program's gone or whatever, and actually they're giving away, like 50% more money this year than they have in the past. So they have a lot more money for that now. But if that fails, now, see, to me, one of the great sources is, particularly for anything to deal with your personal life, is findhelp.org or 211.org. Now, these are databases, unlike Google, which 99, 44, 100% of the websites in Google are people that want to get money from you. These two websites are all people who want to give money to you. Okay, they want to give you money. Now, I maybe they're in Google, but you try to find them, because you'll just find one sweet talking person who convince you that they're your savior and they're going to get money from you. See, they spend the whole day, every day of their life, trying to figure out what to say that you will spend money. I mean, this is what America is all about: marketing and sales. Yeah. So you have to be careful, and you don't want to get in that water if there's so many sharks in it. So you stay out of the Google shark infested water, and you go over to Find Help or 211.org and get your phone handy. This is the other thing. We become too lazy in talking to people with the internet, and it's all and getting the good stuff, the stuff that's not even on the internet yet, the stuff that you don't even know to ask for. See, that's the thing. Life is too complicated than what we have in our head. Our head wants to make it easy, but in reality, it ain't easy. And that's why you have to find experts in that. So you want to do utilities? Okay, if you go, at least in my area where I live, I went in utilities and findhelp.org this morning, put in utilities, and found 200 programs. You hear that? 200 programs. Yeah. These are nonprofit organizations within a 10-mile radius of where I live, actually 209 programs that help people with utility payments. So you're sitting there, you found one program, one national program, and that's what people run into, and that's what most people will know. If you need help with utilities, do this, because more people know about it. But there's 209 other programs that help you with utilities, okay? Now, how you handle them is the key in life. That's what you do. And that's why it's better to use the phone as much as possible. Sure, there's times you can't or whatever, but use the phone as much as possible. Because even if you see a listing of people help with utilities, but I have to have children. Well, that doesn't matter. You call them anyway. Because even if you're not eligible for their program, they're going to possibly know other programs you would be eligible for. Don't forget, they're doing this information every day. They're helping people every day. People are telling them about other programs, and that are out there because they use them and they share the information. They go to seminars or whatever. Other people who also help people, with utility programs, and so they run into other people doing other kind of work for other communities and do it. So that's why these people who are handing out money, maybe not for you, are the best people to start talking to find the money that is for you. And that's what's important. So you call. I mean, you may have to call 10, 20 names. What the hell? You can just spend 2, 3 hours on the phone and somebody's going to give you $10,000. Where else are you going to make $10,000 in a couple of hours? Yeah. But no, I don't want to do that. Play video games or whatever the heck it is while you're on hold. Sure, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Sure, the people are going to put on hold. Sure, the people are going to be mean. That's life. These people all over. Life ain't perfect. So if you're not ready to deal with it, then you drop out of the game. If you drop out of the game, you never get anything. So the name of the game is don't drop out of the game. Be flexible, keep talking to people, because instead of getting a grant, there may be other programs that, huh, put in a new heating company, a heating system for you, so you have no utility problems for the rest of the year, whatever. Or they pay the bills for you. They don't give you a grant, but they pay. There's too many ways that this happens. Or they'll give you $5,000 as long as you stay in the house for 5 years. Well, but it's a loan theoretically, so they won't tell you it's a grant, uh, and so you miss it, but it's a grant to you, particularly if you stay there 5 years. So there's too much stuff you don't know to be you know convinced you know what you need. You have to get out there and look in the world, talk to everybody who deals with problems like you, not just you or your neighbor. You have the problem once and that's it. People who are studying this every day and they're free to talk to because they get paid already. They don't get money from you. They don't get money from customers. They give money to customers. So you call up a consultant or whatever, he wants to get paid because that's how he gets money. But there's expertise. But these people know they already got paid. So it's the biggest source of expertise that's all free and nobody knows it's there. So you have to start learning. And that's what I do at letsgohelp.com is trying to teach America about all this stuff that's there. We only know what Google tells us. And that's terrible because Google tells us how to spend money. And there's two problems with that. One, half the country doesn't have money. So you leave half the people in the dust of getting the help they need. And it's out there, but they just don't happen to have money. So we teach that. Letsgohelp.com. Oh, wait a minute. But you don't have to give me money. I forgot. I also have another service that's free. So I teach all this in 37 videos you can watch for free, and it tells you where to go in any state to get money for your problem. And that's at letsgofreehelp.com. That's a free service. You just put in your email and learn how to do this for free, and you don't have to give me a nickel. Okay, and it's by state, so it's for every state how to find money for education, business, buying a home, getting out of debt, paying your bills, healthcare, legal help, anything, even vacations, free vacations. I'll talk more about that someday.